Good evening, everyone. There's so much going on with the Me Too situation that I thought I'd explain a little bit about the roles of male and females. Now, we have to understand that out of our body we're androgynous, meaning we are composed of both male and female energy. In a very loose definition, female energy is creative energy, male energy is an action energy. That's a very loose definition. It's more involved than that. But for the purpose of discussion this evening, I'd appreciate if you would go along with that. Each of us on this phone call in our past lives have been male and female with specific purposes. But in the very beginning, when we took on form, it was the female's position to commune, meaning communicate, with God, the true source, to bring through this loving energy. Oh, gee, God, the true source is unconditionally loving, allowing, and non-judgmental. Isn't that interesting? Female energies, loving energy. Makes more sense. And so this energy that the female is bringing in was supposed to bring it in to the embodiment and then into the energy of wherever she was residing. The males would then, remember the male energy, its action, takes that energy and applies it to Mother Earth or whatever planet they're living in to bring about positive love and joy and change, create food, so on and so forth, whatever. That was the job. And if we looked at most major religions, it is the woman who taught the children, no matter what their sex was or is, about religion and spirituality. That was her job. And then after a certain period of time, male and female children would be separated, and the male child learned a vocation from the father, carpenter, sheep herder, whatever it was, and the female child learned domestic duties. Now, if we look at the two, domestic duties, and let's say work duties, like a male would perform, both are just as arduous and difficult. But they are arduous and difficult in different ways. One is usually more physical for the male than it is for the female. But energetically wise, they add up to be pretty much even. They're within 99.9% of each other. What we're seeing going on right now with women is that women are trying to find themselves, to find their place. And they have a very specific, powerful place in this universe, more specifically on this planet Earth, because that's where we are right now. And they're the ones that need to understand that they are to bring through the loving energy. Now, in the very beginning of our life, we thought people that were loving and caring, they're weak, they're wimps, whatever. If we really look at that, loving energy is the most powerful, transformative energy that exists on this planet. It's more powerful than any male. Chopping down a tree, digging a ditch, building a house, whatever males do, it's secondary to the energy of love. And I've noticed in coaching, more women are open to spirituality than men, because they recognize, either at an intuitive level, that spirituality has to do with love and frequency and vibration of love, which just happens to be the energy of God, the true source. Another revelation, isn't it? But we tend to put down the energy of love. We watch football games, and I like football games. The men go around hitting and knocking each other, and I guess there's a football league, they do the same thing. And it's some kind of sport. And each person is trying to say, look at me, how strong I am, look at the gift I have, and so on and so forth. But truly, what would happen if everyone on this planet, no matter, even if you're a football player or whatever you do, a lumberjack, you did everything in a very loving, caring way. There wouldn't be any bullying. You would have compassion for whatever a person is going through in their life. You would have great love for them and respect for them to go through that powerful challenge, that hurtful challenge, to come out the other side whole and healed. And that's one of the things I'd like you to focus on in the coming days. You know how I talk, you are unlimited, because you are. You can create everything in your life, and if you doubt it, look at every experience you had in your life. It didn't happen by accident. You created it. So what if we men teamed up with the women and asked to be in harmony and balance with the love energy, not be a wimp, not sacrifice whatever men are, but team up with a loving energy to create harmony and balance on this planet. Each one of us choosing. Women can become lumberjacks. They can anyway. Men become surrogate fathers, surrogate mothers, taking care of their children. They're already doing it. It's already happening to some small degree. But here's what's happening at this time. This is what negativity is doing. I was reading an article. The way things come to me, I just come upon them. I was talking about Silicon Valley. In Silicon Valley, they don't allow their children very much to play with computers, cell phones, iPads, pads, whatever. That's the article I read. I go, why would they do that? And then a light bulb went off. True Source said, because they want them to think out of the box. Because creativity comes from thinking out of the box. So sheepish people, they're followers. You know how they tease, if you want to look up, know something, just go on Google. But if you wanted to create a new software, a new way to build a house, a new product to invent or create, or a new kind of food species, or a new kind of tree, you're not going to find it on Google. You're not going to find it on the computer. You've got to think out of the box. So this is what happens when you think out of the box. First of all, your energy begins to slow down, and you start feeling more relaxed. It's a love energy. Because anything you try to find out and you're anxiety-ridden, forget it. It's like walking into a brick wall over and over again. But when you slow down your thinking, you become more relaxed, doing yoga, meditation, you're allowing this love energy to come in. That's the energy of God, the true source. And then there's such a thing known as the universal band of knowledge, where anything in this universe has ever been thought of or conceived resides in there. So, inadvertently or consciously, you're accessing some of this information. Remember, this universe is billions of years old. Is there anything new? I'm sure there are new things. However, take a look at thinking out of the box. Now, I have clients that are psychologists, and they say the children that are on all these high-tech equipment, their brains are not developing properly. They don't have socialization skills. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to create. They don't know how to be out of the box because they're becoming more and more robots. The reason I'm discussing this evening, and I'm going to be winding down, and we'll discuss it more times down the road whenever the true source asks me to, is that we have to learn to respect one another. We have to respect each other's opinions. We don't have to agree, but we can respect it. I bought a friend of mine some ghee. Ghee is what those in India, it's butter with all the water solids taken out of it. Very little butter, and boy, it's so tasty. 9 people I gave to taste. Wow, it's incredible. My good friend, I can't stand it. It tastes yucky. I kind of looked at him, okay, you know what? He's right. For him, it tastes yucky. So I appreciate that, and I would not put him down. But that's because we have free will and free choice. That's a small little thing. But I gave it to him very lovingly. And he appreciated it. And he'll probably give it to his children or somebody else, which is great because then he's sharing my gift to him. So that's great because somebody else will appreciate it even more than him. But it's going to be a loving thing that he's going to do to share it. It's a loving thing I did to share it with him. It's a loving thing he did for me to express how he felt about it. Think about now that everything's going on in your life and all around you, all the bullying, all the opinions, so on and so forth, whatever they are, whether you agree or disagree. Think about how you can make a difference, how you are the solution to bring about harmony and peace. Each one of us has the right to agree or disagree. No problem there. But when it becomes violent, that's a problem. Therefore, in this coming week, I would like all of you to think about asking God, the true source, to be in harmony and balance, to spread unconditional love to the inhabitants and to Mother Earth, because she's a living, breathing thing, and the celestial beings, guides, master guides, guardian angels, archangels, and also to the nature spirits. Spend a few minutes every day, do this. Watch what begins to happen in your life. More important for you. Because you know what? We are the stewards of this planet. We chose that responsibility. Live up to it. Because you are unlimited. Remember, everybody, 3 times in a mirror, I am unlimited.